Hello, everyone, and this is my review on Spider Man Homecoming. To be honest, it's not a bad film. Yeah. Storyline. Pretty much picks up like months later from, the Captain America Civil War, where we got introduced of Spider Man, the new one. Pretty much Spider Man slash Peter Parker is back in New York, trying to, fight crime. You know, hopefully, or his boy Tony Shark, Iron Man, will give him more, jobs out there, Avengers jobs, the hardcore ones. But pretty much, Tony thinks Peter's not ready for that type of work. So pretty much, Peter's like going around trying to save people left and right. Plus, also live his teenager life, going to high school and trying to keep the down low where he doesn't want, his friends and his aunt to find out that he's Spider Man. Well, things go pretty much so so, fighting crime like always. But Spider Man actually meets up these group of guys with these unique weapons. Alien type. Yes. Where Peter's like, what are these low crime type of dudes get these type of weapons? And there's where our storyline really pretty much start picking up, where Spider-Man finds out who's behind these alien weapons. It's a pretty good little twist in in this movie. Okay, first off, to be honest, I didn't want to give a chance to this movie. Why? We had these. Remember these? Yeah, we all remember these. Sam Raimi, guy who did the Evil Dead series movies and the TV series that's going to get what, third season next year. Did a decent job, except this one, where the truth is, this was probably the only movie that almost walked out from a theater because how crappy it was for me, and Venom almost made me pull my hair. Yeah, it almost made me pull my hair. Yes, you're asking why you have this copy. Well, my collection. I gotta have in my collection. Anyway, Sam Raimi did a pretty decent job movie with those three. Let's put it. Then all of a sudden, we got Amazing Spider-Man. These were my favorite ones. A lot of people love Amazing Spider-Man. We got the second one where we're like, oh man, this one's actually good too. Surprisingly, we were ready to get a third one. What happens? Hollywood pretty much didn't want to spend the money anymore, and hell, even Jamie Foxx character Electro, who, in the end of Amazing Spider-Man, looked like he got killed, but not really, was also going to get his own movie. Jamie Foxx, with a bunch of villains, all about villains. Spider-Man probably on the side cast. And hell, they were talking about introducing Venom in the one movie with either the one with Jamie Foxx or Spider-Man 3. Amazing Spider-Man 3. But again, Hollywood pretty much threw the doors and say, fuck off. We don't got the money. Pretty sad career ending for a lot of cast members in Amazing Spider-Man. Then Homecoming came out. I'm like, most of us, be honest, we thought, a sixth Spider-Man movie now? I'm getting tired of all these reboots. Yes, a lot of us were getting tired. That's why I didn't go see the theater. I picked up the movie. I got a lot of mixed reviews from people. Surprisingly, I actually liked it. The only difference, here's the thing, I can't put my favorite type of favorite Spider-Man movie, the top one, Homecoming. This is why. I felt this one was more meant for the kids. Because non-stop, Spider-Man, aka Peter Parker, is throwing jokes left and right. I'm like, okay, there's a limit with Peter Parker's character, Spider-Man. with his humorous, cocky jokes, but it went a little overboard, I felt, with this movie with Homecoming. Where I felt like, okay, calm down with the jokes. Alright. And when I realized, and when I'm more and more watching the movie, I'm like, this movie is more for the kids and young teenagers. Unlike the other films, were more like the first three, the Sam Raimi ones, were more meant with your teenager adults. When it came to the Amazing Spider-Man movies, both of them, it was more meant older teenagers to adults to your comic book fans, because they drew a lot of comic book elements that we like, oh, thank you. You know. Homecoming did the same thing, through the comic book elements, where I like, okay, they did pretty well. They didn't have to explain the whole Spider-Man, how Spider-Man got his powers, because we all know that. If you don't know about how he got his powers, then damn, you haven't been watching any Spider-Man movies or don't know nothing about Spider-Man. That's one thing I did like about it. They didn't retouch the whole start of Spider-Man. I was like, thank you. Okay, I'll give you that with Homecoming. The cast not bad. Our boy Michael Keaton, aka that we all know as Batman, he's amazing. I think over the years, when he's more your supporting actor now in a lot of these more recent films, he brings out amazing acting. Even though for me, he was always an amazing actor, but now he's getting more deeper, more serious. The whole, you want to go nuts? Let's go nuts type of feel. Like, he won't throw humor now, but not anymore. Humor's like on the side now. It's more serious acting. Where, Batman Returns, Beetlejuice, trying to think of all the movies he was in. He threw humor in it. In this one, Michael Keaton does throw maybe a pinch of humor, but it's more serious. When it comes to storyline of this movie, it's not bad. It's just your basic comic book movie. Nothing fancy. I think the most thing I did like about this movie is the end credits. The end credits is a must watch. The first one, well, it's actually only 3, but it's actually 2 really. But I think it was the first one, the real first one, end credits leaves you like, ooh, could be a sequel. And yes, there is the rumor of a Spider-Man 2. Yes, like other Spider-Man movie. Where I'm like, okay, I ain't gonna see it in the movie theater. That's one thing I will say that right now. Because I'm kind of tired of Spider-Man movies now. So, yeah. The end credits, there's a little humor of a certain character, let's put it this way, comic book character, that kind of joked around at the end, where the real life actor actually did joke around about it. About, how many more of these I have to do. Yeah. So there's a little humor at the end with one of the comic book characters, aka actors, who have starred in the Marvel movies. My suggestion about this movie is like, if you have seen all the Spider-Man movies, it's not a big deal, this one. If you have kids, young teenagers who haven't seen the other Spider movies, this one's pretty much good for them. I mean, like I say, it's more like, I felt it was more meant for the kids audience than, the old school comic book Spider-Man fans. Or it's just me, because maybe I'm so tired, the whole remake. So I'm not reboots, really, just put out reboots of Spider-Man movies. So if I had to give a final grade to this one, I think it would be at least a B minus. I don't want to hate it, and I'm not gonna say I loved it because for me, Amazing Spider-Man was still the best one for me. And then Amazing Spider-Man 2. Then I guess this one, Spider-Man Homecoming. And then, of course, the Sam Raimi movies are at the bottom now. Because you rewatch those movies, the first three, it's kind of not, not perfect, but at the same time, it's like, did I really watch these movies in the movie theater? Damn, I waste my money. But yeah, check it out if you haven't seen Spider-Man Homecoming. It does give you maybe a little pinch of the later on movies that Spider-Man's going to be in, like the Avengers, Infinite War, whatever that's coming out next year. And other than that, like I said, check it out. It's not like a huge deal to watch it, you know. But if you have a chance, watch it. And pretty much that's my review for Spider-Man Homecoming. Peace.